Thomas Frank has got off to the perfect start in the Premier League as Spurs beat Burnley 3-0 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on the opening weekend, and Richarlison has possibly scored the goal of the season. Hi everyone, hope you're well. Chris Cowlin here. This is another edition of Spurs in the Media, where I'll be looking at all of today's newspapers, looking at all of the articles published by the national press, and also the player ratings from Thomas Frank's first game in charge in the Premier League as Tottenham Hotspur boss, as Spurs beat Burnley 3-0 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Richarlison with a brace and Brennan Johnson with the other. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button, like, share and comment below. And if you listen to on an audio platform, please do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. So let's get straight into it and let's have a look at the back pages and all of the articles published by the national newspapers on Sunday on the game Tottenham Hotspur 3, Burnley 0. On the back page of the Sunday People, it says here, Richy is back. Brazilian's dazzling double kicks off Frank's Spurs revolution. There's this picture here of Richarlison being mobbed by his teammates after scoring Tottenham's second goal. Now for a report from the Sunday Mirror, and it's got this picture here of Brennan Johnson scoring Tottenham's third goal of the game. It says, Frank's a rich man, touch of Brazilian magic, gives Spurs the perfect start. Now let's look at the match stats. Tottenham Hotspur had 6 shots on target to Burnley's 4. Shots off target, Spurs 9, Burnley 7. Block shots, Spurs 1, Burnley 3. Corners, Spurs had 6 to Burnley's 5. Fouls, Spurs 14 to Burnley's 8. Offside, Spurs 0, Burnley 4. Yellow cards, 0 apiece. Red cards, 0 apiece. Passing success, Tottenham Hotspur 88% to Burnley 75%. Tackles, Spurs 12, Burnley 6. Tackles won in percentage terms, Spurs 75% to Burnley's 33%. And possession in the game, Spurs having had 68% of the ball to Burnley's 32%. Now for the player ratings from the Sunday Mirror today, they have given goalkeeper Vicario a 7, Pedro Porro a 7, Romero a 7, Van de Ven an 8, Spence a 7, Bergvall an 8, Archie Gray a 7, Sarr a 7, Mohamed Kudus a 9 out of 10, Johnson a 7, Richarlison a 9. They have given Starman to Richarlison, and they state here, a man reborn under Thomas Frank, stunning second goal to cap a fine display. Now for a report from the Sunday Express, and it says here, striking it rich, Brazilian, just too classy for Clarets. They have also given Starman to Richarlison. It says here at the end of the article, Tottenham remain in the market for attacking reinforcements, but the revival of Richarlison feels just as good as any new addition. Now a report on player ratings from the Mail on Sunday today, and it says here, second coming for Richarlison launches Frank's new Spurs. Scissor kick strike hailed as world class. It then goes on to say here, the chance for the hat-trick vanished, but the stadium rose in a roar to acclaim Richarlison as Thomas Frank called an end to his shift with the game won and his delicate fitness record in mind. There were 71 minutes on the clock. Tottenham led 3-0 and the Brazilian had scored 2 of them. Now, the Mail on Sunday have given Richarlison man of the match as well. They have also given him a 9 out of 10. The other player ratings, Vicario, they have given a 6, Pedro Porro a 7, Romero a 6.5, Van de Ven a 7, Spence a 6, Sarr an 8, Gray 7. They have given sub Bentancur a 6.5. They have given Mohamed Kudus an 8. Bergvall 7.5. Johnson a 6.5. Richarlison 9, as I mentioned. And sub Dominic Solanke a 6.5. They have given manager Thomas Frank a 7 out of 10. Now for a report from the Sunday Telegraph, and what a picture this is. Richarlison scoring that world-class goal. He's second of the game, Tottenham's second of the game, and what a delightful strike it was. It says here, Richarlison's super strike proves worth. It then goes on to say previous Tottenham Hotspur manager Ange Postecoglou never came right out and said it, but it felt like he had never fully believed he could rely on Richarlison to be the focal point of his attack. Competition was one issue, but so too was the number of injuries Richarlison has suffered in recent years. Now a report from the Sun newspaper, and on the front of their goal supplement, it is all about the Tottenham Hotspur and Brazil striker Richarlison, and this wonderful picture of him scoring Tottenham's second goal, that world-class goal from the Brazilian. The joy from Brazil, it says here, Richarlison comes up with a goal of season contender. Thomas Frank hailed Richarlison's stunning overhead kick as an early goal of the season contender. The Sun have also published a double-page spread on the game, and it says here, striking it rich, Star repays Frank's faith with superb double. Thomas Frank handed Richarlison the keys to number 9, and it paid off as the big Brazilian battered Burnley. Now, after the game, in Thomas Frank's press conference, he said how delighted he was to get the 3-0 win against Burnley. He also spoke out about the transfer window. This is what he had to say.
Is that the perfect way to start? 3 goals, clean sheet?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's of course, perfect start, our dream start. We all know we need to follow up on it, but today I will just enjoy it. I hope the players, the club, the fans enjoy it today, because that's important. I think overall a good performance, not a through the roof performance, good performance against a difficult opponent. Is never easy in the Premier League, we know that, and after the very short term around against PSG, no complaints. If there's 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 1 day, I'll make sure I'll do everything I can to get the team ready. But it is just a reminder that PSG is playing tomorrow night and we play today. So, and as I think Anthony and I spoke about that, CT a couple of years ago also played Saturday instead of Sunday. So I don't know who decided that, but the ones who decided maybe need to think a little bit about the players. But big positive, our medical department and performance department done a top job to make sure the players were ready and ready to go. I think we had 8 starters again, so that I'm happy with.
Spoke about Richarlison yesterday. I mean, a couple of moments of magic today.
Fantastic. You need he's scoring. I think the first one is definitely easier to score from without being easy. But have a striker that take those 2 chances is, help us winning the game. He deserved a lot of praise. I think he was very good against PSG. Today he was exceptional. His work rate, his driving the team, link up play, hold up play, just dominating. And then the 2 finishes. I'm so happy on his behalf. Again, performance department, medical department done a top job to build him. I think a few of you know that he was not involved in the first friendly because we had to build him, and that will be continuous. It's something we need to look throughout the season. It's only the second game in the season. It's a long way home, but very positive today with him. Second goal, 17 passes in the team, I've been told. Every player in the team touched the ball. Finished with 2 top actions. First, Mohamed Kudus, and then an exceptional finish from Richarlison. So I'm a little bit disappointed if that's so early. We had the goal of the season, but must be a contender.
Just the last one for me. A very young midfield today as well. What did you make of the 3 players in there?
I think Papa have praised so much, so I'll not say too much about him today. Give the praise a little bit to others. Archie Gray did well, I think. Fine first half, but really grew into it in the second half. And I think, as a reminder to myself and everyone else, young players take a little bit of time. It can't be they just put them out there and then suddenly exceptional. That demands incredible talents. normal, very, very good talent, which I think Archie is and Berkel is, demands some time. So happy with his performance. I think Lucas overall were very good as well. Top actions from both players.
Hi, Thomas. What did you say to Richarlison when he came off the pitch? It looked like you had a little interaction with him.
Just, very well done. Really liked his performance, his work rate, and we're looking after him.
I know you just mentioned Archie. Most of last season we saw him in defence for different reasons. What skills does he possess which means he can play that number 6 role?
I think he's a they need to be aware of not putting players in different positions. I think he's a player that is a flexible player that can definitely play the centre back and the right back. But I think he is more natural as a midfielder, but he can play all 3 positions. I like his his dynamic. He's covering a lot of ground. He's good in duels, good in the pressure, and great to carry the ball forward as well.
Wasn't in the squad today. Was there any kind of specific reason?
Yeah, unfortunately, he got injured in the training yesterday. So very unfortunate. An injury we look into, how much it is.
And then on Richarlison, kind of what role do you expect him to play this year? And obviously, it being a World Cup year as well, do you feel that kind of extra motivation from him?
But I think before the season started, I had an expectation that he will be an important part. That hasn't changed. Of course, we're all very happy. He should be very happy today. But again, we shouldn't get carried away. It's one game today. Happy, enjoy it, 24 hours, and move on, and then we prepare for City.
Thomas, there's been a lot of speculation about Richarlison leaving the club, and were you always clear that you wanted him to stay?
Yeah, I think I always liked Richarlison. Always thought he was good when he played for Everton, and when he came to Tottenham, we all knew that he have struggled with some injuries or been some unlucky with also. So we are very aware that we need to build him and protect him because we can't say we just played 2 games back to back. We did well both, and then we're out of the woods. That we need to prove over a little bit longer time, but the first signs are good.
I guess it's the dream scenario that him and Solanke are pushing each other.
The dream scenario is to have 2 good strikers. We need that. We hopefully playing plus 60 games this season. That'll be great. And we have done something right. And for that, you need double positions. You need that.
Tom. Just on Richarlison, just back to one of your answers earlier. So are you suggesting that to manage him, he will be dropping out of the team every so often, just because that's where he's at fitness-wise?
I think it's fair to say that he hasn't played every game the last 3 or 4 seasons because of injuries. So I think we need to be smart with him. What is the right answer to that? I don't know. That can be getting out earlier. That can be coming from the bench. There can be various ways. They can be playing 5 games in a row. We need to get to know him as well. That's the next thing. I don't know him. So yeah.
There was a nice moment when Matisse Tell was warming up. The fans were giving a big show of support, big round of applause. We've seen what happened in the week. First of all, your reaction to how the fans sort of supported him, and how has he been in the lead up to this match?
Yeah, extremely happy that the fans, as I said, I'm extremely happy with how the fans reacted towards Matisse Tell. As I said yesterday, I think the true Tottenham fans, they are behind him, and they showed it today.
And just finally, as ever, not long left from the transfer window. Are you expecting some business this week?
We are definitely in the market. I said it before, Daniel and Johan and Vinay are working relentlessly to try to do their best to improve the squad. But we're also very aware we only want to improve the squad. If we can't get players in that can improve the squad, then I want to keep it as is.
Thomas, just to follow up on that, is there anything you can say about Richy? There's been a lot of talk over the last 12 to 24 hours. He's edging closer to a move to Spurs.
I have that nice principle that I like to speak about the players is in-house, and all the other speculations I don't want to speak too much about that.
Okay, thanks guys. Thank you.
Hey guys.
Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button, like, share and comment below. And if you're listening to this on an audio platform, please do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, come on you Spurs.